Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. One.
Cause all my niggas hallelujah, hallelujah, amen, nigga, amen, hallelujah, hallelujah, fuck around and nigga spray tan, hallelujah, hallelujah, amen. Cause all my niggas hallelujah, hallelujah, amen, nigga, amen, hallelujah, hallelujah, fuck around and nigga spray tan, hallelujah, hallelujah, amen.
Bad boy in the house, blowing up the spot and all that. All this paper, son. I need to know. Keep it real, son. PR in the house. Not she. Super B, Kelly Green representing to the fullest no. After mad blunts and gin, we had the plan made. I bought my wifey a crib and bought the mafia an arcade. Mad games, pool tables and candy. A little extra trick and loop be coming in handy. Check it. Got on some 95 shit. Sold the 5, bought the 6. Delvet, cop the Lex. We was set.
Heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua slimming down for his upcoming fight with Joseph Parker. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now I'm back with my original segment, Ego Weight Watchers, aka EW, where I give you guys a look into the fighter lifestyle before, after, progress pictures, especially if they have an upcoming fight. March 31st, it's just that. Cardiff, Wales. You have two champions in the heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua, trying to unify with New Zealander Joseph Parker on Showtime. In the UK, it will be on Sky Sports. Again, in America, Showtime Boxing. Now, Ego Weight Watchers, you guys know I take some looks. So I just want to see where these fighters are at. And I happen to notice Anthony Joshua has definitely slimmed down. Like, definitely. As Rain Man would say, definitely. Yes, definitely. Right. I could just tell by the eye test. Like, me personally, I was real hard body heavy into bodybuilding. Like, not necessarily bodybuilding, but just fitness and gym and all that. Did a lot of research on sports science and medicine. I used to get muscle and fitnesses all the time. One of my favorite movies, Pumping Iron. And over the years, I think I've gotten pretty good with the eye test in general. You know what I mean? You know a guy's height, you see their build, you can kind of roughly approximate. Especially like fighters, because they're always on scales and stuff for their fights. And Joshua has definitely cut down on some of the bulk. Now, I'm not going to take full credit and say this is absolutely the only reason, but it almost seems like some of these fighters listen to some of the videos, because I've been calling for this from Joshua. Now, I followed Joshua's career in America as an American well before his name started really buzzing, well before he became a champion, right? When he was still in this prospect stage before Charles Martin and stuff, when he was fighting guys like Kevin Johnson, things like that. And I noticed he was a lot smaller back then, and once he got a bigger name, especially up until the Vladimir Klitschko Carlos Takam fights, between those times he kept bulking up. It's like he kept getting bigger, kept getting bigger. Now, I don't know what it is. I'm sure Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying, is out there with some chicks or whatever. So for that purpose, it might be cool, you know what I mean, to have a beach body, to be bigger, to be bulkier, and more aesthetically pleasing to the ladies or something like that. But at the end of the day, in boxing, it doesn't necessarily suit you, right? Because muscles take oxygen. You know what I mean? You have to have blood circulation and stuff like that. And from what I gather, and this is what I said in videos, and it looks like Joshua, whether it got back to him or whether he just decided to do it, it looks like he's cutting some of that bulk. And this is what I've been calling for, because you look at Joshua's last two fights, particularly Carlos Takam and Vladimir Klitschko, there were elements where he looked fatigued. He looked like stamina was getting the best of him. I can't say necessarily as bad as Canelo versus Triple G, but somewhere in that ballpark, somewhere in that arena of noticeable fatigue, right? And I said this, he should cut down on just being big. Like, you look at, he weighed a career high at that time when he weighed in for Klitschko. He was like 250. But then when he weighed in the Carlos Takam fight, when he weighed in, he weighed like 254 pounds. You know what I mean? That's why you always hear guys like Tyson Fury, a message to the weightlifter. That's why they keep calling him bodybuilder and weightlifter, because he's diesel, you know what I mean? Swole, he's big on that Tukey Williams. And like I said, if you're not a boxer, then it doesn't matter. Like, if you want to get as big, you know what I mean, The Rock or something in the action movies, it looks good. But in boxing, you have to be able to maintain a certain pace, make adjustments, and it's not just for the silver screen, not just for the big screen. Like I said, The Rock can get as big as he wants, and they can always yell cut. In boxing, there ain't no one that's gonna yell cut in the middle of the round, you know what I'm saying, unless you got a cut over your eye or something. So this ain't a movie, dog, like Jay-Z said. So I thought Joshua started getting almost too big, you know what I mean? Because guys like Deontay Wilder, they have proven that they're athletic, and obviously they have power, even power that carries late. So with Deontay Wilder's inch advantage and reach, I think he has the wingspan advantage, athleticism. Joshua would want to be more agile and not necessarily as big. And just weighing more, simply weighing more, is not going to help you generate more power. However, accuracy, timing, speed, the power shots coming with a certain level of speed and explosiveness, because Joshua already has technique. He already throws a great technical punch. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see Joshua go back to old form when he was coming up, when he was still a prospect, when he was, I think he was in the 230 pounds, to be honest. And then he just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? And like I said, aesthetically, that might be what he likes, or makes you feel more intimidating, but doesn't really do you any favors. Like I said, things like speed can help you generate power. Now, let me explain power just real quick. Power is inherent, God-gifted. You know what I mean? You can bulk up as big as you want, and if you're not a power puncher, you're not a power puncher. But Joshua already has that. He already clearly has power. You know, he's clearly strong. So him weighing 254 versus him being more agile and explosive, I think the lighter would be better. And you've seen that clip at the beginning where he's doing the shoe shining challenge. He's letting his hands go and he looks fast. He looks fast again. It's harder to generate that and keep that going when you're all wide and bulky. You know what I'm saying? Like diesel. It's going to be harder to do that. You're going to get tired, fatigue, and stuff like that. But he looks a lot leaner. I mean, just look at the pictures. You see the thumbnail. Look at the picture I put in this video. Overall, he just looks a lot leaner, and leaner could be meaner in the case of Anthony Joshua, because like I said, he already has power. So him weighing 254, it's not like it's generating more power. I mean, look at Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder came into the weigh-in for the Luis Ortiz fight weighing 214 pounds, right? Who knows what they rehydrated to, but just fight weigh-ins, or the day before weigh-ins, Wilder's weighing only 214 and Luis Ortiz weighed 241. So I highly doubt Wilder went from 214 to fight night weighing 241 or better. You know what I mean? So he was definitely lighter than Luis Ortiz, yet he was never knocked down in the fight, and Luis Ortiz got knocked down 3 times. So again, power is power. You don't necessarily need that extra muscle. You know what I mean? That extra muscle can almost get in the way. And that's just my thoughts on the situation. But like I said, this looks like it might be a more deadly Joshua just because he's lighter. Maybe they'll see. I mean, it depends on the fighter. Like Gerald Big Baby Miller, he was weighing 300 pounds, and then he said he lost weight to 280 or whatever, and he didn't feel the same in that performance. So maybe some people like the bulk, but from what I can see, I think Joshua would be a lot more deadly if he lost some weight, which it sounds like somebody in his corner or he himself has decided, because he's clearly lost weight. Now, don't get it twisted. He's still bigger than the average man. You know what I'm saying? He's still buff and he's still big and ripped and stuff like that. But I'm just talking about in comparison to what you've seen him before. He just looks just big, but leaner and more vascular and stuff like that. When he was weighing in for the Carlos Takam fight, he looked bulkier. And like I said, bulk is not necessarily a good thing. Some guys are just naturally ripped up like Tim Bradley, but I've watched Joshua's career, as I mentioned, and it's like he kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you had stamina issues in the Klitschko fight and also Carlos Takam, you probably don't want those against the other current champions, Joseph Parker and also Deontay Wilder. Now, the other thing I like about, like I said, the clip, Joshua's speed looked real good. He already throws a technical punch. It looks as if he's taking March 31st very seriously to take, because he looks like he wants to put a hurting on Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker had a lot to say about his chin and about him being beatable and stuff like that. So it looks like Joshua is coming in focus, and I like that. That's that championship shit. Let me know what you guys think. Ego Weight Watchers, where I give you guys that look into the fighter's lifestyle. Joshua's looking ready. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Egos. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.